Under problem number 7, what we are supposed to do? Go to the tail end of the question. Prepare revaluation account and capital account of partners. So we are supposed to prepare only revaluation account and capital account, not the journal entries. Suppose if the question is given like that of the sixth question, past journal entries, prepare revaluation account and capital account. If the question is such, we should pass journal entry for what? For the amount brought in by the new partner, Nirmal. So bank account debtor to Nirmal account 30,000, capital brought in, that entry, one first journal entry. Then for the profit item, one journal entry. What are the profit items? Land, that is land account debtor to revaluation account 20,000 we should write. And for the loss items, A and B are loss items. So for that what we should write? Revaluation account debtor 8,000 to stock account 5,000 to provision for doubtful debts account 3,000. So revaluation account 8,000 you should write. Then on the whole, there is a profit or loss, and for that we should pass another journal entry. This is only totally profit. 20,000 minus 8,000, 12,000 is the total profit. So for that, revaluation account debtor to Aman's capital account to Vimal's capital account we should write, and that 12,000 should be divided according to the ratio 7:5. This we must do if we are asked to answer journal entries also. But you are lucky enough that the journal entries are not asked. You are asked to prepare the revaluation account straight away. So we are going to the revaluation account now. Debtor, creditor, the heading, revaluation account. Particulars. So, what I said, without passing journal entries, how we should go straight away to the revaluation account. Profit items on the credit side and loss items on the debit side, I said. So, the first item, stock depreciation, therefore loss item to stock account, 5,000. To provision for doubtful debts, debts account, 3,000. And the third item, land to be appreciated, increase in the value of land. Therefore, it is a profit item. So, by land account, the amount is 20,000. So, with these three items, the profit and loss items are over. Here 20,000, here only 8,000. The greater total is 20,000. You write. Here also you write 20,000. The balancing figure minusing 8,000, it is 12,000. Here this profit should be transferred to profit, transferred to, because the excess profit transferred to, who are the two partners? Two partners are Amal and Vimal, to Amal's capital account, to Vimal's capital account. In what ratio it should be divided? It is given as 7:5. So 7:5 in the sense 7 by 12, 12,000 into 7 by 12 for Amal, for Vimal 12,000 into 5 by 12. This is 1,000. So in that case 7 into 1,000, 7,000. And 5 into 1,000, 5,000. This we have seen already. I repeat once again, what we must do for the preparation of revaluation account straight away, write the profit items on the credit side, loss items on the debit side. If there is excess profit, you write to profit transferred to the old partner's capital account, divide in the ratio given in the problem. Write accordingly. If the loss is greater, you can write by loss transferred to, and you can write the accounts of the partners, capital accounts of the partners. This we shall continue the other part. We shall continue the other part now. Now we shall go to the other part of the problem number 7, that is capital account. The format is very important. That is why I am drawing the columns before you. This is the format of capital account. For the previous problem also, I have drawn and opened the column, particulars, and the columns for the existing partners and the admitted partners. The partner to be admitted is also a special column. Amal, Vimal, the partner to be admitted is Nirmal. Amal, Vimal, Nirmal. The same columns on the credit side also. Particulars, Amal, Vimal and Nirmal. As usual, the first entry on the credit side is the capital of the existing partner in the name of balance brought down. Balance brought down 70,000, 50,000. It is given in the balance sheet, you can see. 70,000, 50,000 is the capital of the existing partner. And the new partner, Nirmal is admitted as new partner by introducing a capital of 30,000 by bank account. Nirmal 30,000. Then, in this problem, revaluation profit by revaluation account. Revaluation account. Revaluation profit we have seen already 7,000, 5,000. Only for the existing partner, not for the new partner. Up to this we have seen in the previous problem. Now we are going to see some more additional item here. What are the items you should consider if they are given in the balance sheet? Profit and loss account, general reserve, reserve fund, goodwill, and as usual, this revaluation profit or loss. All these things are very important that we should consider. So here and also profit and loss account we have written there. Profit and loss account, general reserve, reserve fund, goodwill and revaluation profit or loss. I should tell you something on this. I shall write it first, and here it is given in the seventh problem, profit and loss account 24,000 by profit and loss account. 24,000. This 24,000 should be divided among the old partners in the ratio 7:5, that is 7 by 12 into 5 by 12. If you simplify, you will get 2,000. 7 into 2,000, 14,000. And 5 into 2,000, 10,000. Right. With this, we can close. You close the capital account. And you can find the total 30,000, 65,000, and 21 plus 70, 91,000. This should be written here. In the previous problem itself I said to balance, carry down The amount is the total you should write as it is on the right hand side. Balance carried down, there is no other amount here, therefore you should write as it is 91,000, 65,000, 30,000. 30,000. This side carried down, therefore by balance brought down 91,000, 65,000, 30,000. This. I need to explain some more thing. What you should remember. This capital account in this problem actually no journal entry is asked, therefore we did not pass. We prepare only revaluation account. Under the revaluation account, profit items we wrote on the credit side and the loss items on the debit side. Excess profits 12,000 it was calculated and it is divided among the partners as profit transferred to Amal's capital account, Vimal's capital account 7,000, 5,000. We closed the revaluation account. And the next second part under this question number 7 is a capital account. In the capital account, what should be the first entry on the credit side is the capital of the existing partner in the name of by balance brought down. And a new partner is admitted. What he is supposed to bring into the partnership, 30,000, that should be written as by bank account. And if there is any revaluation profit on the credit side, if there is any loss on the debit side, we should write. What is there? In this problem, revaluation profit, therefore revaluation by revaluation account 7,000, 5,000. The new partner does not have any share in the old profits. He has no right to earn anything from the old profit or old loss. So nothing for him. And other than this revaluation, what are the other 4 important items to be considered if they are given? If profit and loss account is given, we should consider, we should write it here. If it is profit, we should write on the credit side. If it is loss, we should write on the to profit and loss account. If it is general reserve, we should write here credit side. If it is reserve fund, we should write on the credit side. If it is goodwill, increase in goodwill on the credit side, decrease in goodwill on the debit side. Once again I repeat, if there is any revaluation profits after preparing the revaluation account, if there is any loss, we will write on the debit side. If there is any profit, we will write on the credit side. Other than this, there are 4 more items. If it is profits, that should be written by profit and loss account. If it is a loss, we should write it on the debit side. And general reserve and the reserve fund, they are always profit, therefore we can write by general reserve, by reserve fund we can write, and whatever the amount given it should be divided according to the ratio 7:5, and that is why these amounts are written here. And there will be a doubt naturally. This profit and the loss account is given. In the last class also I said, profit and loss account may be given either on the liability side or on the asset side of the balance sheet. If on the liability side it is given profit and loss, it is a profit. On the asset side, if it is given profit and loss account, it is loss. You should remember. In the problem number 7, the profit and loss account is given on the liability side and therefore it is profit. Therefore, I have written on the credit side. So, P and L you can remember easily. P for liability, profit for liability and loss for asset. You should remember. Okay, I know. I hope you have understood what you should do under these types of problems. We have seen so far 7. In the next class, we shall pass on to the 8th problem. Okay, right.